From legends walking it off to inside the park four-bangers. These are the 20 craziest walk-offs in MLB history. It was Game 6 of the 1993 World Series, and the defending champs were down by 2. The Phillies were on the brink of forcing a Game 7.
At his moments. 2 balls and 2 strikes on it. Here's a pitch on the way, a swing and a belt. Left field, way back. Blue Jays win it. The Blue Jays are World Series champions.
Touch them all, Joe. You will never hit a bigger home run in your life. It was back-to-back ships for the Blue Jays. Venturing back to 1988, and Kirk Gibson could barely walk when he was called on to pinch hit by his coach.
Game right now is at the plate. High fly ball into right field. She is gone!
He actually pulled it off, much to the delight of Coach Lasorda, who looked like a kid in a candy store. Traveling further still to the 1960 World Series, the stage was set in Pittsburgh for Bill Mazeroski in Game 7.
Here's a swing and a high fly ball going deep left. That's what he's doing. Back the ball goes down. It is over the final.
Bill and Joe Carter stand alone as the only 2 players to end the World Series with a dinger. Now, that's some rare company. It'll be hard to top those walk-off round trippers, but Hall of Famer Kirby Puckett has his hat in the ring. It was Game 6 of the 1991 World Series, and the Twins were in extra innings.
Into deep left center from Mitchell, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
The late, great Kirby Puckett made sure there would be a Game 7, which the Twinkies went on to win, making his walk-off all the more memorable. Naturally, the World Series makes for the best setting for some of the craziest walk-offs ever. Which brings us to Fenway Park in 1975.
The ninth inning, he put the Reds ahead. There's a high fly ball. It should be all over. Geronimo's under, and Cincinnati has won the World Championship, beating the Boston Red Sox 4-3.
That ball wanted to so badly go foul, but Carlton Fisk persuaded it to stay fair. Now that was some crazy wizardry work if I ever saw it. However, it wasn't meant to be for the Sox that year, as the curse of the Bambino remained intact. Another World Series dandy worthy of our list was this laser beam to the opposite field by Adolis Garcia. With a hitter's count and extra innings underway, Garcia was amped up.
Adolis Garcia sends out the other line. That sends Taylor back. He's at the wall, and the legend grows!
The Rangers outfielder played the hero of the night as Texas took Game 1 and eventually won the series for their first championship ever. Good for you, Texas. Also looking to play the hero was Travis Ishikawa. He had an opportunity to send the Giants to the World Series, but could he deliver?
Travis Ishikawa hits one into right. The Giants win the pennant.
Oh yeah! The extraordinary happened, and Travis connected on a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. If his teammates would just clear the base path so he could cross the plate, we'd be in business. Jim Edmonds had a stunning reaction when he was trying to force a Game 7 in the 2004 National League Championship Series.
He's hit 42 home runs during the regular season, and we are going to Game 7 in the National League Championship Series.
The moonshot left little doubt with Jim. He knew it upon contact. The center fielder had a flair to his dramatics throughout his career, but this moment will be remembered by Cardinals fans forever. The Seattle Mariners worked hard to build a 2-run lead in Game 1 of the American League Divisional Series against the Houston Astros.
And to try to close it on a Tuesday.
Alvarez launches deep right field, and this one is gone!
Yordan Alvarez stood at home plate, salivating. Yordan shocked the world with one swing of the bat. And let's give him a perfect 10 on that bat flip, which was a nice little cherry for the top of his walk-off. Bernie Williams doesn't need cherries. It was extra innings as he stepped up to the plate in Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. Bernie Baseball, a lifelong Yankee, knew his mission.
And here's a drive to left. It's mighty high, it's mighty far, and good night.
Bernie demonstrated to kids around the world how to be a professional and not showboat. It was just another day at the office for Byrne. Good looks. David Ortiz spent his days as a thorn in the side of the New York Yankees. He was in extra innings of the 2004 ALCS, facing who else? Those same pinstripes.
Ortiz in a deep right field. Back is Sheffield. We'll see you later tonight.
This time, it was Big Papi who deposited the ball into the Fenway bullpen and sent the jubilant crowd home in a frenzy. These celebrations never get old. Big Papi's good buddy and teammate had a similar idea 3 years later in 2007. A magical feeling was in the air up in Boston as Manny was trying to send everyone home in Game 2 of the American League Divisional Series.
Left field, and the Red Sox are winners.
The ball was tattooed, and Ramirez couldn't help but pose straight up. You gotta love Manny being Manny, man. Not all of the craziest walk-offs occur in the playoffs. Get a load of this one when Brooks Conrad was at the dish for the Braves. To set the scene, at the start of the 9th, the Braves were down by 7 runs.
High fly ball, pretty well hit. Back goes Knicks at the wall, leaps, it's off!
The grand salami capped off a monumental comeback, which actually might be one on the left fielder. Dude needs to come up with that one. You gotta squeeze it tight, bro. In similar circumstances, Steve Pearce had a 2-0 count and was sitting all over the fastball. The Angels catcher, for some inexplicable reason, called for a soft toss down the middle. Pearce had no problem clearing the bases and the stadium. Amazingly, Pearce had a second walk-off grand slam that same week. Such an incredible week for our guy Steve. Adam Dunn had the same 9th inning scenario in front of him while playing in Cincinnati. The home crowd was encouraging him to park one as their team was down by 3 runs with bases juiced.
Here for the Reds. Yes, he rips it. Is it high enough? It's going to be gone!
Adam spanked that ball deep into the night. Adam has done it. You see what I did there? Anyways, back to baseball. It's every ball player's dream to get up to the plate with bases loaded and the game on the line. That dream came true for the Indians' heavy-hitting designated hitter, Travis Hafner.
A quasi-shift now for Toronto.
Hafner with a drive, deep right field. James is back. He's out of room. It's out of here.
Oh, good heavens, and God almighty. Cronk just sent that baseball into orbit. He knew it from the second it hit the bat. That was awesome. Let's see that again and again. Rajai Davis was not exactly known for his power at the plate, like Cronk was, but the journeyman decided to bust out the big bat when his team was down by 3 in the bottom of the 9th.
Driven in the air toward left field. That ball is deep. That ball is way back. And it's a game winner. He walked him off.
The big bat paid off for Davis, and the ruckus crowd went wild. Geez, what happened to those crowds in Detroit anyways? Those were the days. Now, Ryan Roberts was in Arizona, down by 3 runs and playing in extra innings.
Ryan Roberts dives in deep left field. Incredible!
A frozen rope that left the park in an instant. Check out Roberts as he pulls off an epic rendition of Kirk Gibson's Selly. Now that's how it's done. And hey, hopefully Milwaukee saw that too. Cause, we all love the Brew Crew. Cheers to that. They simply don't make walk-off homers much cooler than that. But this clutch clobber by David Bodie just might as qualify as crazier. The Cubs made 26 outs without scoring a single run. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Please walk. Do not run to the exits. That would be a great way to end the show, except get a guy named Ken Griffey Jr. The smoothest swing ever, and he had some wheels to match. Griffey Jr. had a handful of crazy walk-offs in his day. Perhaps this is the craziest of them all.
High in the air, left center field. Edmonds back. Warning track. It is off to Wyndham. Here comes the throw. How about this? It's over.
This inside the park walk-off is an absolutely insane way to close it out. And if you like these moments, make sure to check out this video right here. These are some of the craziest plays in MLB history.